looping. So as earlier we discussed about branching statement. So branching statement is two type. One is your conditional statement, another is your looping statement. Okay, so branching statement is two type. One is conditional statement, another is looping statement. Looping is what? If you want to execute one statement for more than one time, then we're using looping. If we want to execute one statement for more than one time, we're using looping. Okay, conditional statement means when you write a program, your program is of three types. One is sequential, which follow the step-by-step process. Another is your decision making, like conditional statement. Some statement is executed based upon your condition. Or another is what we can say like repetition. You repeat one statement for more than one time. In your daily life, when you set the alarm, okay, so when you get up early in the morning, or you have a class or any work, so you give it as a 6 a.m. So you are not set the alarm for every day. You set it once and you tick for the all the day. So all the day means in every 6 a.m. in every day, on the particular timing, it is notifying you that you have to get up. So you can say it is a repetition. Every day you are not performing the same work, so that is called the repetition. Okay, so repetition, you can say it is execute the statement for more than one time, so that is called as the your looping statement. Okay, so now we discuss about it. A looping enable the statement to execute the same statement to certain number of time. You can enclose the statement within the loop construct, and the loop construct execute the statement till the specified condition is met. It is not like that you have to repeat. There is no limitation is there. You have to put a condition. Okay, so हमको बोलते condition दबाको पड़ेगा. Looping means it is repeated, but in certain extent you have to repeat it. It is not like that. It is what repeated the infinite of time. So generally, when you ask people, they're saying that looping is of three types, like for loop, while loop, do while loop. So in interview or in your, you have to remember it. Looping is not of three types. Looping is two types. One is fixed loop, another is variable loop. Okay, so I write here. This looping is of two types. First is fixed loop. Next is variable loop. Fixed loop means what is fixed loop? Where number of repetition is known. Variable loop means where number of repetition is unknown. So two type of looping we are using. One is fixed loop, another is variable loop. In variable loop, we can say it is where you don't know the number of repetition. Okay, like fixed loop means, suppose if I ask find out all the prime number between 1 to 10, so you can easily find out or you can easily calculate the number of repetition. The number of prime number is present between the 1 to 10. If I ask for you that find out the number of repetition, or find out all the prime number that is present in 1 to 1 lakh. So it is, you can say it is quite impossible. It is quite impossible to find out the what the prime number between 1 to 1 lakh or 10 lakh. We can easily find out or calculate the prime number is present between 1 to 10. You know the that is fixed loop. Suppose I ask you, Upanshu or Jayashree, you are go to your classroom and take the information about your friend. So you note that in your classroom or in your friend, how many friends are present. So you what you aware of that and you gather it. If I ask you that you have to collect the information regarding the student, those are supposed to be applied, those are going to apply the seats for your school or college. So in advance, you don't know how many people will come or how many students will apply for the seat in your school or college. So that is what you are unknown about it. You are not knowing about it. How many times you have to take the information of that student. So you can say it is a variable loop. And this looping, okay, so this loop will be implemented. This loop you can implement it. This fixed loop and variable loop can be applied by using 3 looping construct. Okay, so you cannot say the looping is of 3 types. Looping is of 2 types. One is fixed loop, another is variable loop. But for using the loop, we have to use the 3 techniques. That technique is called as the for loop, while loop, and do while loop. It is called as the 3 technique: for loop, while loop, and do while loop. It is 3 technique we are using. Looping statement enable you to execute the same statement for certain number of time. You can enclose this statement within the loop construct, and loop construct execute the statement till the specified condition is met. Loop construct, for using the loop, for applying the loop, we are using 3 looping construct. Looping is not of the 3 type. Looping is of 2 type. To apply this loop, we use this 3 looping construct. Loop means repetition. Repeat one statement for more than one time, but with a certain extent you have to pass the condition. Till that condition, looping will execute. If you not pass any condition, then your looping will execute in infinite time. You are not having any kind of control to stop the loop, or you are not having any control for your loop. So we have to discuss one by one. So first we go for the first loop, that is for loop. Okay, so how you have to apply the for loop. Okay, it is very interesting part, and I will give you a lot of tags about this looping. Okay, so you positively you do the homework. Okay, so these are the homework you face in your exam, Pansu, or just it is come in your interview also. Okay, so be practical on it. Okay, so looping and if else condition, I'll give you lot of things, okay, and lot of practicals. Okay, that is called the lab at home and tax. Okay, so which is helping you to easier crack any kind of interview related questions and the long question that I have to pass. Okay, so I just define here how you have to use a loop. So first we discussed about for loop. Okay, if you have the copy with you, you can note it down. So for loop contain the three part. For loop contain the three part. First part is initialization. Second part is checking condition. Third part is we can increment or we can decrement. We can increment or decrement. So let's check here. This is your loop. For loop, how you have to define? It is a syntax. First, you initialize the value, semicolon. Then you check for your condition, whether your condition is true or false. Then you go for increment or decrement. In between, we pass our statement. We pass the statement. First, we initialize the value. Then we go for checking condition. Then we go for increment and decrement. We increment or decrement the value. So it is our looping statement. Okay, so I will show you the simple program how you have to write it. Okay, it is a basic syntax for looping. Then how to write a program. Okay, so I will write a small program which is helping you to display from 1 to 10. Okay, so it is display from 1 to 10. Okay, so I show the example now. I have pre-saved. It is a syntax. I just remove it now. Excuse me. Okay, so I open it. Okay, so I write the program. Actually, it is okay. So I think it is not safe. So I write a program. File new. So class loop example. First you start with the class, then public static void main string args, then I pass here int norm is equals to 1 for for first I define a norm for norm is equals to 1, norm less than equals to 10. I want to print from 1 to 10. Then norm is equals to norm plus plus, means it is increment. Okay, so system dot out println then save the file. I save the file loop ex.java. The int norm is equals to 1. 1 is less than 10. Condition is true. 1 is less than 10. It is printing you 1. First it is printing you 1. Then 1 value is increment. 1 plus 1 2. 2 is less than 10. Condition is true. Then printing you 2. Then 2 is increment to 3. 3 less than 10. Condition is true. So it is printing you 3. 3 is again increment to 4. 4 is less than 10. Condition is true. It is printing you 4. Then 4 is increment to 5. 5 is less than 10. Condition is true. It is printing you 5. 5 is increment to 6. 6 is less than 10. Condition is true. It is printing you 6. 6 is increment to 7. 7 is less than 10. Condition is true. Printing you 7. 7 is increment to 8. 8 is less than 10. 8 is less than 10. Condition is true. Printing you 8. Then 8 is increment to 9. 9 is less than 10. Condition is true. Printing you 9. 9 is increment to 10. 10 is less than 10. No, 10 is equal to 10. Printing you 10. 10 is increment to 11. 11 is less than 10. So here your condition becomes false. So when your condition becomes false, then your looping is stopped here. Okay. So when the looping is stopped, but till that it is printing you 1 to 10. Sorry. This one is norm is 1 is less than 10, condition is true. Yes. So why infinite? 1 is less than 10, condition is true, it is printing you norm. Into norm plus 1, same thing. Okay, norm is equals to norm plus 1. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so either you can write norm is equals to norm plus 1. Okay, so this is the first loop. Understood, Jayashree? Bujila?
Yes, sir.
Now I want to display from 10 to 20 with the increment of 2 2. Same program. This 1 1 increment. Okay. So your homework is you have to display the value from 1 to 100 with the increment of 2 2. Okay, so এটা तुमको 1 1 increment করে দেখিলা. So you write a program that will display the value with the 2 2 increment. Okay, so next program, I will show this program in a reverse order. Now I want to show looping example in reverse order. I want to show from 20 to 10. Norm is equals to norm minus 1. Okay, so 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and 10. So int norm is equals to 20, yes. Then 20 is less than 10, yes. So it is printing you 20. Then 20 is decrement to 1, 19. 19 is less than 10, condition is true. Then it is printing you 19. Okay, so similar way it is decrement from 20 to 10. Okay, so it is a decrement structure. Okay. Okay, so in next class I will continue with the looping. Okay, तो कल ये looping start करेंगे.